Hi everyone, my name is Lumkila Mzizi, Owaga Jamage Umdwana. So today I'm going to be showing you guys on how to apply online using the CAO Central Applications Office website. Okay, so it's very easy. If you are first time applicant and intending to pursue your tertiary studies in one of the accredited universities, in South Africa, it's very easy. You'll need to follow these easy steps. The first thing you'll need to do is to log into the Google search engine and type in the CAO website, which is www.cao.ac.za online application 2023, and then you browse or click on the apply search button, right? And it will show you a number of options right on the left navigation bar. And in your case, as a first time applicant, you'll need to click on the apply now. So you'll be required to supply your personal details such as your ID number, your home address or residential address and physical address, and therefore so as to be able to create a CAO online account that you can navigate or browse through at any point in time. Guys, please note that once you have supplied your personal details such as your contact number, your email address, CAO will be communicating with you using the very same email address which you have supplied when you were processing your application for the very first time. So it is very important that at all times you remember your email address details and the login details which you need to use each time you come back to the CAO website. Now, in my case, as you can see, I am adding in my details, right? And I'm now adding in my next of kin's details, right? So it can be your guardian and anyone whom you trust, whom you'd like CAO to maybe contact and or communicate with regarding any updates or future updates, provided maybe in your case you are still a minor and you'd like to add details of someone that is more responsible. Now, as you can see, now I'm moving on to the next step, right? Now, you'll need to just indicate, provided that you'd prefer to use the cell phone number of the next of kin which you've supplied right in the database, but if not, then just ignore that button. Right after that, then CAO is asking you if you'd like or be interested in applying for NSFAS funding in the near future. If so, you need to supply or add in details of your parent and or guardian, right? So in my case, I've been using my grandmother's details and she's a pensioner. Now, moving on to the next step, I'll need to supply details of the high school which I've attended. And in my case, I went to Esizibeni Sivananda Vaswana Comprehensive High School, which is located right in the South Coast. And I attended Esizibeni from year 2009, yeah. I also made this error. So as you can see, the system did not go through and I had to come back and correct these details. So from 2009 until 2012, which is the year in which I matriculated, right? So in your case, as a first-time applicant, you may be currently doing your matric, so you will need to make sure that the details which you are supplying are true and correct in that regards. Now, the next step would be for me to indicate if I've already written a South African school leaving examination. If so, then I'll need to click on the yes button. If not, I'll need to also indicate that I haven't. So I'll need to click on the no option. And then for me, I have already matriculated back in 2012, obviously. So I said yes, right? But in your case, as a first-time applicant, you'll need to click on no option, right? And then as you can see, now I have to just browse through and supply details, right, of the matric certificate, which I've already written or wrote back in 2012. And this is the most important part, right, of your application process. So yeah, now moving on. Coming to the most important part of the application process, where I'll need to supply details of the course program, which I will be possibly interested in doing, right? So you'll need to familiarize yourself with the name of the course program which you will be interested in, provided that you've done your own research, right, in your spare time. So you need to check on the minimum required points, right, for you to be admitted, right, in that particular program within that specific institution, obviously, because there are different minimum requirements stipulated or outlined for each and every institution that exists out there. So you'll need to do your own research. Now, for my case, I am a commerce student and I did commerce. So most of the programs which I'm likely most likely to be admitted for, it can be Bachelor of Commerce Studies. So now I'll just proceed and type in Bachelor of Studies of Commerce Studies, and you can see it's going to give me a number of different Bachelor of Commerce programs which I can do from different institutions, and I'll then add in each option, provided that I've double checked if it does correspond with what I'm basically looking for. So now when I'm adding in the programs, I need to make sure that the first program that I've added in, right, is the first choice, right, program that I would be much happier, right, to be admitted for. And then when I'm adding in the second course, it should be indicating that now that is your second choice option, right? So you have an option of adding up until 2, 6, right, different courses. Okay, so guys, it is very important to familiarize yourself with the minimum required points for you to be admitted in that particular course program. So I've been repeating and saying this is very important. So please don't mind my case, because I'm not a first-time applicant, but I'm trying to show you guys the process and the processes that you need to follow if you are a first-time applicant. So I'm going to skip this part where I'm supplying in details of the programs which I've studied. And guys, as I told you before, that I am a commerce student. So I did a Bachelor's of Commerce degree at the University of KwaZulu-Natal. Now, let's say in your case, you're a bit anxious about the fact that your maths maybe marks are not so good, and you may be having a challenge there and there, right? So you can also consider or maybe pick up an augmented program, which is like more of a bridging program to enable you to be easily admitted and considered for that particular program So you'll need to do maybe a foundation program first, right? Where you will be basically upgrading, right, your marks, and also for you to be able also to have sufficient time to then improve your mathematical marks in that regards, right? So that is also doable and it's possible. You need also to familiarize yourself and check, right, the minimum points and required points for those augmented programs for each different institution that exists out there. The last final step, right, is for you to pay the required administration fee to be able to process your online application. And remember, if you haven't really made this payment, so your application will be just kept on the system and kept pending until you do make this required payment, right? And the fee which you'll need to pay will be supplied to you online, right, on the CAO website. And also when CAO is making these communication emails, right, with you, they will be supplying you with those details, right? So you can be able to pay the CAO admin fee right online before you log off, right, on the CAO website, and you just click on the pay now by credit card. You supply your card details and pay the required admin fee, right? And if not, you can rather go to one of the provided store outlets, which is Showbright, Checkers, Pick and Pay, Bosa, Superstores, or Woolworths, right? And you'll need to supply in the unique reference code which was emailed to you when you added your personal details for the very first time when you were creating your CAO online details, right, for your CAO personal account. So you can use that reference number when you are now making or processing the payment, right? I really do hope that this video will possibly assist you to be able to process the CAO online application for the very first time and be able to navigate through, right, the outcome results on your applications. And guys, it's very easy. You can be able to process and finalize the online application at the comfort of your home, even if you are a first-time applicant, right? If you have data, you have Wi-Fi, and you have a smartphone or a laptop, it is very easy. Guys, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on my channel. Until next time.